Hey everyone, I hope you're having a great day. This is T. Roy at you here. Hey, I've been asked to do a video about the differences of a bait caster and a spinning outfit. And there are some big differences in different situations. You know, if you already fish a lot, if you already know about this stuff, then you already know all this stuff. This is for like a lot of the friends who've been asking and want to know the difference between them. And it's for everyone. It's for me myself. So, my favorite, and I'm talking about bass fishing here, so my favorite to use is a bait caster. And you can see that that's got a lot of line on there. It's got a heavy spool. A bait caster is mainly for larger baits, power fishing techniques, pitching, flipping, long cast, you know, big baits, things like that for bass. And they're better for fishing in heavy cover like heavy vegetation, around brush piles, around stumps, things of that nature. I use fluorocarbon. I use heavy fluorocarbon, 14 pound up to 20 pound test, depending on what kind of stuff that I'm fishing, what kind of cover, grass, like I said, brush piles, things like that. I love pitching underhand with these and using heavy lines to pitch under docks, to pitch to a stump, things of that nature. The only thing that about bait casters is you have to get the control cast knob set right and the brake system set. If you can get those set on whatever lure that you're fishing with, then you can cast it better and everything. A lot of problems people will have with the bait casters is learning how to use these things. There is a trick to it. I remember the first time I tried to use a bait caster, it was a nightmare. But I finally mastered it, and I love it now. I can cast, I don't get many backlashes, and anybody tells you they don't backlash every now and then, they're lying to you. I do when I go out there every day. Not much, because I'm used to doing it. But you can set your brakes, like I said, the right way and be able to make a cast. And it all depends on the size of lures that you use. And I prefer fluorocarbon line or braid on these is good as well. So mainly the bait casters, try them out. They're much better on, like I said, your bigger baits and things of that nature. I love them. That's my preferred fishing technique. But when the fish are not biting, the bigger, heavier line that's attached to the lures, you know, sometimes you have to downsize, and other situations may call for a finesse technique presentation. So I'm going to talk now about a spinning outfit. So this is a spinning rod. You can see the difference. Bait caster, spinning. And there's certain situations where you will be better off using a spinning outfit. These don't backlash like a bait caster does. The only thing you have to worry about on a spinning outfit is it looping up. And there's a technique that you can do on a spinning spool. Once you put line on there, there is a line keeper clip to this spool right here. You can take that completely off after you got your fishing line on there, soak it in a cup of warm water for about 15 minutes. That takes the memory off the spool and it puts it down, relaxes it to this reel. That'll help. And also too, whenever you make a cast, whenever you flip this bell and you make a cast out there, flip it back, just pull on your line just like that and make sure there's no loops in it. And that'll help you weigh so much and keep you from having so many loops on this. This is a Lew's speed spool. It's a 300 series, and I got it paired up on a Lew's KVD GS5. It's for a shaky head. So I love fishing shaky head worms, as you can see that I've got on there. It allows you to make really good tight cover presentations. It's really good to make a lot more longer casts out there. You can use lighter line. The only thing about a spinning outfit is usually you have to use lighter line. The bait casters, you know, you can go up to 20, 25 pound test. These, if you get a larger reel and a bigger outfit, I think you can go up to heavier size line, but they're more used for a finesse presentation, like your smaller worms, your rooster tails, your small, tiny crankbaits, things of that nature, crappie fishing, pan fishing like bluegill. A lot of people use, and that's what I use for when I fish for those. I use a spinning outfit. But there is many applications that you can fish for bass with on these that will be tough to fish on a bait caster. And that's the differences in a spinning and a bait caster. A lot of beginners, they start out with a spinning outfit. That's the way I did. You should have seen me when I first started fishing bait casters. I backlashed all the time. And occasionally I do. And if somebody tells you they don't backlash, they're lying to you. So that's the differences here. In my next video, I think I'm going to cover the types of lines for the different situations here. And I do plan on coming out with some videos once I get my boat ready to go to get back on the water. I'm going to do a lot of video out there of using like one technique, actually showing me casts and hopefully catch some fish out there. So, hey, I want to do a big shout out to Fishtails up in Cleveland, bait store up in Cleveland there. They've got everything you can imagine that you need up there. So look them up, Fishtails. I want to appreciate Kevin and Jamie, the folks that own that and work up there. Thank you for always taking care of me when I go up there, and I'm looking forward to seeing you again. So check them out, everyone. And hey, I hope everyone has a great day. I hope this has helped you out some. You know, I'm only a message away. Hey, I appreciate any likes and shares on this video. If you want to, that would make me feel great though. So anyway, I sure hope you can get out there and catch a whole lot of fish, okay? Talk to you later. God bless.